Today is October 9th. It's been a little over a month since the last entry, a little under 2 months since I started learning to play the pipes. So, right after the last video, for a couple of weeks, I started to really procrastinate practicing. I would only practice 2 or 3 days a week. And to me, that's a sign that I am getting seriously bored with something, that I'm seriously getting frustrated. And so in order to not just stop altogether, I decided I needed to make a change. It wasn't going to be a conscious decision to stop, but I know myself when I start doing that, it means I've lost interest and I'm just going to kind of let it fall to the wayside. So I made a couple of changes. First, I did something that I should have done at least a month prior, and that's look up the problem I was having with the low D on YouTube, on the Uilleann Pipes forums, and the first thing I found was in the instruction manual that came with my pipes from David Day, and they said to treat a gurgle, which is what it's called, you can put a little piece of plastic in the bottom of the chanter. And I already had it there for tuning reasons, and this is just the one he sent with the practice set. And I took it out, put it back in. It didn't really have much of an effect either way. But on the Uilleann Pipes forums, I found a thread talking about this problem and how you can solve it by moving the bridle up a little bit and open the lips of the reed. And I tried that, moved the bridle up just a millimeter or two, and it seemed to work. Now I very rarely hear any gurgling, sometimes a tiny bit as it settles into the pitch. I pretty often accidentally go into a D an octave above rather than the low D, but it's a solid tone, it's a pitch, and you know, 2/3 of the time I'm getting the low D. The change I made to the reed, moving the bridle up, seems to have also had the effect of making everything a little harder to play. I have to use a little bit of extra pressure on the bag. On the other hand, the reed doesn't seem quite as sensitive in terms of slight changes in bag pressure don't affect the tuning as much. But the high notes, the high G, A, and B in the second octave, I had been able to kind of hit them on occasion prior to making this change, and now it's really difficult for me to get those at all. And to get the high A and B, I have to work my way up the scale through the F sharp or the E. I can't go straight to those no matter what I do. The second big change that I decided to make is probably a lot more controversial, and that's that I've decided to stop worrying about taking a methodical approach to getting the basics of technique down and jump right into learning some tunes. And I know that's not the most efficient way to learn the pipes. I may end up with some bad habits that I have to work on more down the line, but I'm enjoying myself now. And I'm back to practicing 6-7 days a week. And so I think it's worth dealing with bad habits down the line if I am still playing down the line, and I think that's the alternative. So that's where I am with the Leitrim Fancy. I know it's not good. It's painful. It hurts me to watch. My rhythm is awful. I don't have any artistic rhythm, and in terms of steady tempo, pretty bad. I know I'm missing a number of notes. When I'm practicing in my actual practice sessions, I do woodshed. I break things into small pieces and focus, and I play a lot slower for the most part, but I end up rushing because it's fun. But I'm still playing. I'm playing 6-7 days a week. I'm making progress, and I'm on a path that I think I can sustain long term.